fellow African countries or whatever. My first time experiencing this. So we're only in our like Volkswagen. Like this car was not made for like traveling down no real life jacked up roads. So end up doing that after being like lost and just like completely out of our shits for like for like an hour or so. We decided like, okay, let's go to the nearest lodge or something, figure out our next plans from there. So end up going to Simicon Lodge and then end up again negotiating about staying here until and then go to the falls from here, and then the next day we will leave or something and go visit someone else. So yeah, man, we end up doing that. End up seeing Simicon Falls. I like nearly shit my pants because I have like a huge fear of heights, so I literally had to walk to like crawl to on all fours to the spot where I could see the falls, and I literally had to push myself to do that, and literally had a panic attack once I got to that spot, and then had another panic attack when my friends had to come get me, and then we had to like climb up it, yeah, and then almost on the way back to like our campsite, slipped, foot went in some mud. The mud literally went up to like my thigh, so almost went. I don't even know what the hell you call it, deep sand, deep mud, some shit like that. So also I apologize. This is a long video, but it's such a long update. So end up doing that, making the walk back. Along the way, we met like some locals or whatever. Two teachers. They helped us get back because the guys we went with left our ass. So we're like, okay, and then we covered, chat with them about life around here and things like that. So end up making it back. End up camping outside because again, trying to be all adventurous and shit like that. Shit, like it. I've never been so cold in my life, and I lived in Minnesota. Like I literally could not sleep that night. I was going through convulsions and like asthma attacks all in what it was like struggle city to another. End up doing that. Was tired as shit. Me and my friend decided to like stay here while the other guys like went and did a hike, 5-hour hike or whatever. So then we end up, we decide maybe we should go visit like the local town or wherever that we passed by on our way getting up here, just to walk around and see shit. So end up doing that. That was another just like traumatizing experience. So literally we walked to town. Things were fine. And then we would notice, like, every now and then there'd be a group of guys that would be, like, shouting at us or chanting. We figured, like, they were catcalling. Cool, cute, haha, kept moving. And then to a certain point, we encountered, like, a group of kids. And then my friend, like, approached them and was like, yeah, what's going on? Why are you guys standing around? One of the girls or kids there was like, oh, we're on strike. And my friend's like, what you're on strike for? And the girl kept insisting like she doesn't speak English when she clearly was speaking English to us, and carrying on a conversation. And then out of the blue, something happened. Like the kids started surrounding us, and then at some point I saw like one of the older kids actually looked like a grown man, like waving for more people to come over. And by this time I'm like, shit, I'm leaving. I'm turning around. I tell my friend like, I think it's time to go. She's like, no, I think shit is cool. And I'm like, okay. So then we're getting more surrounded. And I'm like, fuck this. So I start walking. We're walking back. And then next thing we know, we have like over 200 kids and like high schoolers. They're actually not kids, but like high schooler, young adults and shit like are surrounding us, chanting shit around us. Like we don't know what they're saying. Like acting like they're taking pictures. Some like picked up rocks and still acting like they're taking pictures of us and shit like that. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like yelling at us, chanting shit at us, and nobody's intervening. Like the adults are standing around like, what's going on? And then this literally went on for like 15 minutes while we're walking, just like 200 kids surrounding us, like some in the front, all in the back, all on the sides. We're just like, what the fuck? So we finally make it to a spot where they just kind of disperse and things like that. And then we walk to the village. By this time, like me and her are like going at each other, like, you did this, you didn't do this, you should have did this, you invited this attention. It was just like freaking the fuck out. Finally made it back to the lodge. We kind of go our separate ways. Both of us as like workers here, like, what the hell was that about? Like, we don't get what just happened. even they were like, that's unusual for that to happen. And then I think me and my friend kind of came to a conclusion that, you know, it was really confusion as to us. Like, it was clear we were foreigners, but the fact that we looked the same, like shared the same complexion, we think the locals or the kids assumed that we were speaking English, like we were trying to force it, and that we knew the local language, and it came off as like offensive to a certain extent. And that's not at all what we wanted. So we think that might have contributed to it, like our black foreignness and just like lack of understanding of local language and culture and shit like that. So, man, this has been a tired shit show. Like, I'm ready to go, y'all. I am so ready to go. After this, I head back to Joburg, um, and we'll be doing some work there. And then probably in May, I might try to do another trip up to like Zimbabwe and Zambia. But I need a break from traveling right now, like just to collect myself and like process all the shit that's happened for like the past like month now. So like, y'all, I'm looking at a herd of cattle, just like I'm in the fucking like rural mountain area right now. Like I'm literally looking at cows, a herd of cows being like led up towards like the local village right now. So yeah, man. And then in June, I had to back to Winnipeg, surprisingly, to Canada, to meet with, to stay with a guy, basically, dating, and then to resume my project. And but yeah, guys, I'm sorry. This is like a 20-minute video. I'm gonna break this up into half if I can on YouTube. But I just need to like, vent. Actually, and as you can see, I'm looking a little rough. Like my eyebrows ain't been touched. I'm getting a little uni hair. My hair is growing back. Oh yeah, I got my hair cut again in Australia too. Like really, really short. Like this is grown in quite quickly, but this was like gone. Like I was almost to scalp there. So I'm probably gonna grow it out, get some like Marley twists in Johannesburg before I head back to Canada or whatever. But yeah, man. So I'm definitely going to do another video as time passes on. I just need to do this little venting session to get it all out, you know. And yeah, guys, I miss you all. I love you all.